Mpumalanga residents are bracing for major rainfall and strong winds expected to batter certain parts of the province. This as Tropical Storm Eloise makes its way inland. It's already wreaked havoc in parts of Mozambique and Zimbabwe, causing severe damage. Reporter Untitled is in White River at the base for South Africa rescues operations for the duration of the storm. He joins us now. Dazin, so far there has been no need for rescue operations in South Africa, but with conditions unlikely, at this stage we don't know whether they will worsen or not. Give us an update of the conditions in White River.
That's right, Andy. In fact, thank goodness there has been no need for these rescue efforts just yet. But this has been a proactive approach by Rescue SA and all of these other disaster management agencies, just to get ready, get prepared ahead of any possible damage or any need for their services over the next 2 days, because normally that arises after these heavy rains. And we are told that tonight might be one of those nights where the rain might really come down. And just to reflect on what's happening in other provinces as well, in KwaZulu-Natal, for example, the disaster management officials there are trying their best to notify residents. We saw a video earlier of officials driving through and using a loud hailer to tell people to stay indoors and make sure that they have all of their belongings protected and that they are in fact in a safe place. But let me bring in now HARTNADY. He's a team leader at Rescue SA. Connor, thanks for chatting to me. I guess the first thing I would want to ask you is, what has come out of your meeting with disaster management officials in this area, and what are they telling you is the latest in terms of the effects of the tropical storm?
Well, we met with them earlier. We met with the SAPS Disaster Management Service. They form part of the PDMC, or the Provincial Disaster Management Centre. What they're wanting to do is coordinate any of the resources that are on site. And like we said to them when they were here, we form part of we're like a tool in their toolbox. So they will use us for task-specific things like swiftwater rescue, high-angle rescue, and any of the eventualities, or any of the issues that occur during the flooding. We have also engaged with the National Disaster Management Centre, remembering that the effects of this cyclone are not isolated to the Mpumalanga region alone, but they also move all the way up into the northeastern parts of Limpopo.
Which is why your location here is quite strategic, isn't it?
It's threefold. So the first part is we want to look after South Africa first. We wanted to see the effects of the cyclone in this area. It meant that we could move north into the Limpopo region. We have good access into the Kruger National Park and any low-lying areas along the border. It also meant that entering through the Komati Poort we would be in Maputo within 2-3 hours, depending on when the need arises. Mercy Air has aircraft available here. It also meant that we could fly in South Africa or into Mozambique.
What does this mean for your team now and overnight? I mean, when we spoke earlier, you did say that there are some rains that are expected tonight. What's going to happen over the next 12 hours or so?
Based on an assessment by the South African Weather Service, it was sent to us on the 22nd, so 2 days ago. Obviously, with cyclones, it's very difficult to predict their paths, and it's to decide exactly the impact. But their assessment was that over the next 24 hours, starting on Sunday the next 24 hours on Sunday, there's going to be over 300 mils of rain in this region. So
yeah, that's a lot. And I can't let you go without asking you about the effect of COVID-19 and the lockdown regulations on a rescue operation like this. I have been out with your team before and I've seen how it's done, but this is very different, isn't it?
It is. Social distancing, wearing masks in wet conditions, working in water while trying to maintain social distancing is very difficult. Trying to sanitize, we can't do a screen of a patient or a victim when we go and rescue them. So there is an inherent risk. As you'll see in the camp as well, the confines of where we're living, we really have to be careful, and it just adds another dimension, another difficulty to a rescue.
Thank you very much, HARTNADY, one of the team members here at Rescue SA's base. As you'll see behind me, tents have been set up. These vehicles are ready and packed, and the team is certainly just on standby for anything that may happen over the next few hours.
Thank you very much, Dazin Thatia, coming to us from White River and nearby.